I'm here today in the studio with Sarah, and she's going to help me demonstrate some exercises that I use with clients who are training for military fitness tests. So if you're not strong enough to do the regular push-up, there's a way you can work up to it with different progressions. And we're going to start with the very simplest up to the most advanced. The most basic form of push-up is a push-up against the wall. This is great if you really lack any upper body strength. And from here, she's going to have her hands on the wall about shoulder width apart, body straight, and then she's just going to lean in like you would for a regular push-up, pushing in and then back out. The next variation you want to move up to is a bent leg push-up. Basically the same form as a regular push-up, hands at the side of the chest. You want to make sure the arms are about a 90-degree angle. Sarah's going to have her legs up. She's going to do it at a pace of about 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down, coming up till the arms are fully extended, back down to the upper arms parallel to the floor, keeping the shoulders in line with the hips and the knees. And once you can do 15 to 20 repetitions of any of these variations, then you're ready to move on to the next level. Just like her bent leg push-up, but now she's got the same form as a regular push-up. The great thing about the ball, you can control the amount of resistance. The further your body comes out across the ball, the more resistance you're going to get using more body weight. Again, same form, hands at the side of the chest. We're going to have a straight line across the body, toes pointed into the ground. She's going to raise up to the arms are fully extended, back down to that upper arms parallel to the floor, and then back up. Some branches of the military require a sit-up test. I'm going to have Sarah demonstrate a regular sit-up. So she's going to come up with her hands interlaced behind her head, bringing her chest up toward the knees, and then back down. And with this test, they're going to have you do as many as you can in about a minute or a 2-minute time span. Now, if you find that you're not strong enough to do a regular sit-up, there is a way to modify it and start from a little simpler version. So Sarah's going to extend her legs out and then come up. And by doing this, you lessen the resistance. So if your abdominals and hip flexors are not quite as strong as they should be, you can start from this point, gradually building up strength. And as you become stronger, you gradually start bending the legs, bringing the knees closer towards the upper body. And then as you get even stronger, you bring them a little further in until you can do the full sit. A great exercise to strengthen the core is the plank. And what I'm going to have Sarah do is a set of the plank holding for a minute. So she's going to have her elbows under her shoulders, toes pointed into the ground. She's going to pull the abdominals in as far as she can and hold the abdominals in, raising up from the hips till the body's in a straight line. You want to have your elbows straight under the shoulders, straight line across the body, breathing normally. Now, if you're not strong enough to do a plank, this is a great exercise that will also strengthen your core. She's lying back on the mat. She's got her knees in line with her hips, calves parallel to the floor, so the legs are about a 90-degree angle. She's going to pull the abdominals all the way in, pulling her navel in toward her spine and keeping it held in. And then she's going to lower one leg at a time till it's in line with the body, and then back up until the knee is in line with the hip. She's going to alternate legs the whole time, keeping the abdominals. And this is going to strengthen those core muscles. So by doing this exercise regularly, she can work her way up to doing a regular plank. And right now I'm going to have Sarah demonstrate an exercise that strengthens the lower back. This is called the swimmer. Here on the Bosu, she's going to find a spot she can balance, and she's going to raise up both arms and both legs. And then what she's going to do is pump up and down with both arms and both legs, about 2 to 3 inches, keeping the body in a straight line with the head and neck in line with the body. She's going to go for a minute, and this is great for strengthening the lower back, the glutes, the shoulders. Some branches of the military also require a chin-up test. Now, the way you can work up to a full chin-up, if you're not strong enough to do one, is with assistance. A lot of gyms have machines that are assisted, so you can start out using partial body weight. So I'm going to have Sarah demonstrate this. We have a machine where she can do the same thing. We can vary the amount of resistance depending on the incline. So here we've raised up the incline by 2 levels, and Sarah's going to do a set of 5 repetitions. Same form as before, 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. So now she's using much more of her body weight, and she only has 1 more level to go before she'll be doing almost her full body weight, and she'll be prepared to do a full chin-up. Several branches of the military require anything from a 1 to a 3-mile run. So you want to make sure you build up your endurance so you can do well in this test. She's going to alternate, bringing one leg forward and one leg back, and she's going to go for a minute. This is going to build up her endurance, get the heart rate up, really conditioning the heart. Another great exercise to build up the endurance or for a good warm-up for your workout is the burpee. I'm going to have Sarah do a set here. So she's going to come from this position with bent legs. She's going to jump back until she's in a push-up position, jump back in with the legs, and then back up to a standing position. This stretch is great for the upper body. It's going to stretch through the abdominals, the chest, the shoulders, and the tricep. So what I'm going to have Sarah do is slowly walk forward and lean back into the ball. She's going to keep her hips and glutes against the ball, slowly leaning back until her head is flat on the ball, hands toward the floor, legs about a 90-degree angle. Then she's just going to hold this position. Great stretch, abdominals, chest, shoulders, tricep. So it really stretches a lot of muscle groups all at once in the upper body.
Okay, then walk back into your seated position, bring the arms back, and walk back until you're seated on top of the ball.